Hello, welcome back to an in-depth playthrough of Pathways into Darkness. I'll butcher the name of this floor, but in this floor we're playing Laciate, Ogne, Laciate. The name of this floor is Italian for Abandon every ope, all who enter here. It is the inscription above the gates of hell in a book called Dante's Inferno, which I have not read. Well, at least that's what it would mean if the phrase wasn't written incorrectly. I don't know Italian, so I could definitely be wrong, but I believe the phrase should be written as Laciate, Ogne, Speranza, Laciate, which means abandon hope, all ye who enter. In this floor, we'll see some Egyptian hieroglyphs on the wall. This suggests Egyptian influences in the pyramid. In the end though, the pyramid seems to be somewhat both Mayan and Egyptian. The sleeping god probably doesn't know the difference, huh? So now we're moving on from the catacombs to the pit. So we ended the last video on the save rune in Need a Light. So we're going to take the ladder back up to the labyrinth. Then we're just going to go straight across this bottom to this ladder on the bottom right, which goes to the floor we'll be playing. Now, we can't get past these Sentinel guys, and we'll talk about them. Well, first we'll talk about the Skitters, and then we'll come around, we'll talk about these Ghasts. Then we'll talk about these Sentinels, which we can't get by in this video, which is why we won't come grab this clear blue potion just yet. Then we'll come around, grab this red velvet bag and talk about that. Then we'll come around to this save rune, and that will be the end of this video. Alright, here we are. We're at the save rune right now, and so we just gotta go straight through to this ladder to the labyrinth. As soon as we get the labyrinth, we just check if there's any shocking spheres near us, because you know they'll come. So we just stick along this wall on the right side, and it will lead us right to the ladder we want to get to. There's a lot right there. Alright. I'm still making some fragmentation, or projectile grenades I should say. We got 9 of them. Not too worried about these guys. We got a good amount of health now, so it gives us some more room to make mistakes and whatnot. There's the ladder. Okay. Alright, and here's Laciate. You can see here's like the Egyptian looking hieroglyphs. So we can save right here. So those are the new monsters called the Skitters. Let's talk about them for a minute. Here's what the official hint book says. Skitters seem to be 3-legged arthropods. The most closely resemble spiders or a large crustacean. They can roll balls of some unknown secretion, similar in appearance and adhesiveness to spiderwebs, with considerable force. Skitters will usually not shoot if they are being hit. Their death message says, "You have been caught in a sticky strand of a Skitter's web and devoured. Tasty." They have 220 health and do 13 to 16 damage. There's really not a whole lot special about them. They're pretty easy to kill. So I'm not too worried about them. I'm going, yeah, I want to go this way, yeah. And then next we'll see a Ghast here shortly. This is a Ghast. He kind of creates an earthquake. I want to show you at least an Aleph one. If you go into your inventory, his earthquake carries out still. You know what I mean, while you're in the inventory. But all you gotta do is shoot him and it interrupts his attack. So let's talk about the Ghast for a second. Here's what the official hint book says. Apparently a very close relative of the zombie. The Ghast differs in a few important ways. First, it is far more durable than a zombie. Second, rather than merely throwing bones at its victims, the Ghast is somehow able to cause an earthquake in a small area around itself. Ghasts are immune to their own earthquakes, as well as those from other Ghasts and from Sergeant Edding's Earthquakes crystal. Unlike the zombie, attacking a Ghast will stop it from attacking. If you remember, Joachim on Ascension called the Ghasts zombies. The shapefiles show images of the Ghast with the blue plants and throwing bones like the zombies. There is also images of zombies putting their hands up like they're about to cause an earthquake. So basically Bungie just used the same images and changed their colors a little bit. The Ghast have 220 health and do 30 to 39 damage and hit with an 8 sector radius. This is quite a bit of damage, which makes them a pain when they're in a large group, as we'll see later on. The Ghast death message is, "You have died in an earthquake." I hate it when that happens. Alright, that's it for the Ghast. They're really not that tough because so you can just shoot them and then they can't attack, but there's really no reason for us to go down here right now. If we go forward, we'll see the Sentinel, which is what I want to show you. So you might want to attack the Ghast first, just because. So here's the Sentinel. If you go up to him, like, he won't let us pass. If you shoot, he has some kind of like force field. And he kind of like flinches when you shoot him. Or something, I don't know what his other image looks like. But anyways, let's talk about him for a minute. These guys are called both Sentinels and Skinny Buddha dudes in the official hint book. Here's what the official hint book says. These guys are immune to everything except the green crystal. We will get the green crystal in the next video, but until then they're blocking our paths. The Sentinels have similar clothing to the Ghast and zombies. The Sentinels in the coding actually have 1 hit point and do no damage because they don't have any attacks. So as soon as you use the green crystal, they're gonna be dead instantly. None of the Sentinels are mentioned by any of the dead men within the pyramid. There are some additional dead men that we will talk to deeper in the pyramid. Perhaps these Sentinels didn't arrive until recently to keep the bomb from reaching the base of the pyramid. There was a screenshot in the message window within one of the images in the manual that says, "You see a done monk." It seems like the Sentinels were originally going to be monks. Their final name, Sentinels, is more fitting since they block your path. There is no way that a Sentinel can kill you, so they don't have a death message. However, there is a death message within the game that cannot be activated. This is what it says. 7 men in overcoats jump from the shadows and carry you away. You are never heard from again. There are actually 9 Sentinels within the final version of the game, not 7. Also interestingly though, the back of both the 93 and 94 box for the game show a screenshot in which a flak jacket is in the player's inventory. Based on all this information, it is reasonable to assume that these monsters were likely going to be very different than what ended up being in the final version of the game. Alright, now that we talked about them, we are going to go grab the red velvet bag. Let's just rest here real quick. How many projectile grenades do we have? 16. Alright, we'll make some more still. The red velvet bag will be over here to the left. They bleed purple blood. So this is the red velvet bag. So we'll just grab it real quick. And let's take a look at it. This bag is made from a plush red velvet tied with the gold rope. It seems unusually light. The official hint book says that it holds a huge amount of stuff. This red velvet bag makes everything you put into it weightless, which is pretty useless within a game that has no weight limit. Based on this item's capacity sheet I showed you earlier in this playthrough, you can basically fit as much stuff in the bag as you would like. I don't know if it's possible to fill the bag up fully. Someone needs to try to overfill the bag by dropping flashlights in it within the Mac versions of the game. It might actually work to fill up the full capacity of the bag. Anyways, being both red and weightless, this bag reminds us of Santa's bag. Bungie definitely had some special plans for this bag. In fact, there is a message that exists within the game coding. You're so encumbered with objects that you can't move. Try dropping something heavy. On PID.bungie.org, Hamish Sinclair mentioned that he asked Matt Soul at Bungie about the red velvet bag, and here is what Matt said. I do remember Jason telling Doug and me that its increased capacity was supposed to allow you to hold a very specific object. Part of a puzzle that never got in, if I recall correctly. Could this bag had originally been used to carry all the gold ingots that we will get later on our way back out of the pyramid before the weight capacity was removed from the game? We will never know. Alright, so we can go ahead and put a bunch of junk in this bag, which is going to be nice. We can put this gold ingot in, which I don't even know why I never put that in one of my canvas bags. We can throw all our canvas bags in this red velvet bag, which is very nice. It's basically you got stuff in the canvas bags, and then the canvas bags within the velvet bag. It's kind of funny you can put the bag in another bag. I think I have another one. Easter egg. Well, that's right. We'll leave that. Maybe that's all our canvas bags. Okay. Well, that cleans up our inventory a little bit. So now we're going to come down here to the save room. Which is just going to be down this hallway. I think, that's some terrible aiming right there. Oh, the save room is back here. Hello there. That was really weird that I could see him without him seeing me. We'll go back and save real quick, but first I want to show you something that confused me in the game. This is a ladder. I mean, if you didn't just looked at it, you might think it's not a ladder, but that little black circle on the bottom obviously makes it a ladder. But anyways, that was interesting. So this save rune is back here. So we'll just save it right here real quick. After we rest. That will be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Next video we'll get that green crystal and get by those sentinels. See you guys later.